Pawtucket police received a call for an active shooter at Dennis Lynch Arena. Suspect was Robert Dorgan. His date of birth is July 15th of 1969. One of the victims was his ex-wife, Robert Dorgan, and also his son, adult son Aiden Dorgan.
A community in Pawtucket, Rhode Island is mourning after gunfire shattered a high school hockey senior night celebration on February 16th. As per the police, 2 people were killed and 3 others critically injured when a gunman opened fire inside the crowded arena. Authorities identified the shooter as 56-year-old Robert Dorgan, who also went by the name Roberta Esposito.
What I can tell you again from yesterday is about 2:30 yesterday afternoon, Pawtucket police received a call for an active shooter at Dennis Lynch Arena. Once we received that call, the police responded within 60 to 90 seconds. What we learned was that there was an individual suspect inside Lynch Arena that had fired upon family members.
Dorgan was the parent of a North Providence high school senior competing in the tournament. According to officials, the suspect shot multiple family members and a family friend before turning a gun on himself. Officials confirmed that Dorgan's ex-wife, 52-year-old Robert Dorgan, was among those killed in the attack. Their 23-year-old son, Aiden Dorgan, also died after being shot during the violence, authorities said. 3 others, identified as Linda and Gerald Dorgan and family friend Thomas Garuso, remain in critical condition. Pawtucket Police Chief Tina Goncalves said the suspect entered and exited the arena before returning and opening fire.
What I can confirm now is that the suspect was Robert Dorgan. His date of birth is July 15th of 1969. One of the victims was his ex-wife, Robert Dorgan, and also his son, adult son Aiden Dorgan. Rhonda succumbed to her injuries on scene at Lynch Arena, and the son Aiden succumbed to his injuries after being transported to the hospital. We have 3 other individuals, Linda Dorgan and Gerald Dorgan, which are the parents of Rhonda. They are at the hospital now. They are in critical care, and we continue to receive updates about their status. The final victim was Thomas Garuso. He is a family friend of the family, and he is also in critical care at the hospital, and we continue to monitor his progress.
Surveillance video shows Dorgan inside the venue for some time before the shooting began, officials said. Authorities reported that Dorgan legally obtained both firearms used in the attack. While Robert Dorgan reportedly held a Florida concealed carry license, that permit was not legally recognized for carrying a concealed weapon in Rhode Island. Court records show the suspect's divorce was finalized in 2021 after an initial filing the year before. Police said the motive remains under investigation, though officials believe the attack targeted family members. Chief Goncalves said at least 3 Good Samaritans intervened, attempting to restrain and disarm him.
What I can tell you is that they were all at the event for a son, a juvenile son who was playing hockey. It was their senior night, and there was no expectations or any indication that there was going to be any type of violence yesterday at the arena. I can tell you that individuals on site, several bystanders, I would say that probably whether they have been family or friends of the individuals playing hockey, stepped in. They intervened, and at least 3 bystanders were able to circum the suspect. At that time, the suspect did reach for a second firearm, and he did inflict a self-inflicted gunshot wound, which is what he succumbed to on scene. Legally, the name is Robert Dorgan. That's what we have on identification. We've also learned that the suspect does use the name Roberta Dorgan, and also Esposito. So what I can tell you for the 2 firearms we recovered a Glock 10mm, and we also recovered a SIG 226. Those are handguns? Yes, that's correct.
Mayor Donald Grebian praised the bravery of those who stepped in, saying their actions likely saved lives. He described Pawtucket as resilient, but grieving as families struggle to process the sudden loss.
This is a very tragic situation where people are coming together, and all the support and the kind words, and it's about helping the families. But I want to thank Congressman Amo, Representative Magazina, Senator Reed's office. I know they're being represented. Senator Whitehouse, you'll hear from the governor, who's been very supportive. Lieutenant Governor Sabina Matos, Representative of Secretary of State's Office Leanne Bryan. I know the Secretary had talked to me personally, General Treasurer Diosa. I believe we have North Smithfield Town Administrator Scott Gibbs, Town of Coventry Representative Council President J.P. Verducci. You'll hear from the Superintendent of Schools, Randy Buck, and we have the Council President Mercer, members of the Council, members of the School Committee, as well as the Pawtucket Athletic Director, Dino, as well as many others. And if I missed any, I'm not going to go through the individual. We have Ron Bopri from the union, but this is where a community comes together in these very difficult times. I just want to recognize and also thank all of the responding organizations for their family, at the Family Assistance Service, as well as all of the others, but the Pawtucket EMA and the certain volunteers, the Rhode Island Emergency Management, Providence Emergency Management, Red Cross, Family Service of Rhode Island Medical Service Corps, Tide Family Services, Dorian Ray from the Rhode Island Crime Victims, and really somebody that was so helpful, but a partner was Ripta, who helped us yesterday in the very heart of the issue. So on behalf of the City of Pawtucket, we are deeply overwhelmed from the tremendous outpour of support that we've received across our state, and you see it here, supporting here. Yesterday, our community, but many communities, our state experienced an unthinkable tragedy and at the Dennis M. Lynch Arena. What should have been a joyful gathering of students, parents, athletes, and families and their friends became a moment of really frustrating and turmoil, and it's shaken the community of Pawtucket and the communities of all the representatives that are here in the state, as well as the core hockey community. I know Mayor Lombardi is here, also Mayor De Silva, and their communities were affected. So this is a statewide issue. And today we stand here all together with heavy hearts. We stand with the players, the students, the coaches, the families, the faculty and the staff who have gone through this traumatic, from the staff from the school districts who are dealing with this, and those cooperative and the high school hockey teams. The young men and the young women and the young athletes who took the ice, to the parents and their loved ones. They were in the stands and they witnessed this. And to the educators and supporters who make those programs possible, please know that the city stands behind you, the state stands behind you in your grief and your compassion and your unwavering support. I want to express my deepest gratitude to the first responders from all over the state and out of state, to our mutual partner aid partners who rushed to assist, from the local communities to the state and federal. The response from the public agencies across the state was immediate, coordinated, and extraordinary, and we really can't thank them enough. In the face of what chaos and danger, they acted with professionalism, courage, and care. Their actions helped protect lives and restore order during the incredibly difficult situation. We also want to recognize the remarkable bravery of the Good Samaritans who stepped in without hesitation, placing themselves in harm's way to stop that shooter. Their courage undoubtedly prevented further loss and injury, and we thank them for that. We are equally grateful for the health professionals who were there, present at the game, and rendered aid to the victims. Their skill, composure, and selflessness represents the very best of humanity, and they are true heroes. While this incident was deeply affected the city, we must acknowledge the difficult realities. This tragedy is part of a broader national crisis of gun violence and stark reminder of devastating consequences of domestic violence.